Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Daisy Case Primitives. My name is Christy. Today I have all kinds of things to share with you. I've been pretty busy and I thought I better take some time to do a video, or if I waited any longer, it would be way too long. So lots of things to share. Crochet, a new start, some fully finish, a finish, plans, previous finish, just all kinds of goodies. Today we're in my basement family room. We just recently redid this room, and I shared a video on the journey of how I put it together and decorated it. That was my previous video. And thank you to everyone that watched that and left such great comments. I do appreciate it. Always happy to share with you. That is something that I will be adding to my channel here and there. It won't be a regular thing, but I just wanted to, I thought you would enjoy it, so I thought I would share. All right, so today is Friday, April 29th, I think. Yep. And this is floss tube number 31. First thing I will share with you is the crochet. I've been crocheting granny squares, and I forgot how fun this was. I kind of wanted it to match, well, not exactly match, but I wanted something to go in my great room. So I pulled out colors that were subtle colors that are in my sofa. So I'm really enjoying this and liking how this turned out. I forgot how much fun this is. I'm joining them differently than I used to. I'm crocheting them together. I never used to do that. We used to just sew them together. So that's something new that I learned how to do, how to join them with crochet and then the seams right in here. So that's something that I've been up to just when I sit down and I don't really feel like stitching, or I need to rest my eyes or just do something different. I've been doing some granny squares. Okay, now on to stitching. I have been all over the place, everywhere, just craziness. The first thing I'll show you is The Town Hall by Lori Rippey. This is a series, I believe, of 5 designs that Lori released last year. I purchased, I think I have 3. And so I started and finished this one. I am working on 36 count Wren, picture this plus. And here is my finish. It's really cute. I don't know how I'm gonna finish these. I've thought about doing flat folds, and then I could just kind of like make a small village of flat folds. I thought they would be cute up on the mantle. I thought about just getting a frame. I don't know. I've thought about pillows. I don't know. I can't decide anymore. So I stitched that on 36 count Wren, picture this plus, using the called for charted flosses. The only thing I did not do on mine is I didn't stitch in, I guess that would be the foundation part of the house. I left that out. I didn't put it right in here. So that was a start and a finish. So that is a SAFF, start and a finish. I don't know what you call them, a start and a finish. I don't have the booklet, but this came out of Blackbird Designs with Needle and Thread booklet. And this is called Simple Harvest. And I stitched this on, yeah, what did I stitch this on? Seraphim's Prairie Grass. And I went ahead and used the called for floss. It's the Karen Water Lilies Kelp. It's silk. So this is what it looks like. This is the coloring of that floss. There's lots of variegation and color, different colors, browns, darker greens, and goes to lighter. That was my first time ever using silk, and I really like that. It's really pretty. So before I actually got that silk in the mail, I was getting antsy and I wanted to go ahead and start this. So I asked Christine Hollis of Hollis Hands Creates if she could maybe match up something that would be similar. And she found for me, she chose Green Tea Leaf by Gentle Art. And it is a lot like the silk color. So if anybody's just curious and don't want to buy the silk, you can maybe use that as a substitute. It is a little different, but it is quite a bit similar. So if you want to do that and you have that booklet, that's how that came out. I really like it. I'll get a little closer and you can see the variegation in the floss. It's so pretty. This is a frame that I bought from, I think, Michael's a few years back, and I painted it and distressed it and took sandpaper, you know, just kind of roughed up the edges, and then I used a wax to kind of darken it up a little bit. So that was a Sappho, a start and a fully finish. My next fully finish, or start and a fully finish, was this little cutie. Wanted to add a few more things, a few more tucks to my red sampler pillow tucks. This is from, got it upside down. This is from Samplers and Santa's blog, and they have several little mini samplers. This might have come from one that's in 2 or 3 sections, 2 or 3 pieces. I used a scrap piece of linen I filled this with walnut shells, and it gets kind of wonky. First time doing that. I like the weight of it, but I don't think I'll be doing it anymore. I could definitely see the benefits of using, sorry, shaking the table. I can definitely see the benefits of using walnut shells in a drum, because I could weight it and give it some substance to hold it down. But, and this, I used a Threadworks floss, and I don't remember now which color it was, but it really gave me lots of variegation. And I thought that was really cute. So I will put in a photo here of my my tier tray new look. All right, then I had what I'm going to call a big finish. I've been sharing with you my Stone Street Stitchworks Franklin sampler. I finally got that thing done. And I've got it framed. This thing was fiddly. Trying not to get so much glare. But here it is. I'm not done stretching and pinning this thing. With all these straight lines, it has been, it's been a booger to get straight. I got my frame from Art to Frames, and hubby helped me. Obviously, we don't have museum glass, but that's okay with me. And hubby's been helping me try to get it stretched right. Like I got a little whoop-de-doo up here that I need to work on, but I have messed with this, and I finally kind of got tired of it, so I just went ahead and did the best that I could. And it's not in here permanently, but I will work on this some more and eventually get it really straightened up. Now I understand why it costs so much money to get things framed. The amount of time that some of these things can take. And I know they have secrets, but man. So that was my fully finish, and I'm really pleased. I will insert a photo of where I have this on the wall, and I will talk to you here in a little bit about what I want to do in the future. Okay, so the next thing I have is a whip, maybe two. I shared with you that I started Peace House by La Di Da. This is really pretty. I just saw a friend's finish, and it was gorgeous. So here is my start. And I'm stitching this on 36 count caramel macchiato linen from Fiber on a Whim. And I'm using all the called 4 weeks flosses. So pretty. Still thinking about what I want to say there, what lettering I want to put in, whether I want to just say peace to all. That was a suggestion from a viewer. Thank you for that. Or I may just do the whole thing. We'll see. Who knows? Who knows? I don't even know what I'll do when I get there. So that was progress on that whip. Then, let's see, that's part of plans. I'll show you that in a second. Because I have plans for a new start, a big new start. And I wanted to stick to starting this one. Barbara Anna Designs, Henrietta Goodrich. I did start this one. And this is on 36 count needle and flax linen called Dirty Teacup. And guess what I found? I think I found my Threadworks. Yes, I did. Okay, so on this, rewind back up on this pin pillow, I used this floss, which is Threadworks number 10422. And when I bought these, I purchased several other variegated flosses that I wanted to try, and I just now got to doing that with that one. Okay, so, now, fast forward back to Henrietta Goodrich. I'm stitching her on 36 count needle and flax, and I have my needle in the way. Needle and Flax's Dirty Teacup linen, and this is my start. This one's not as large as I thought it would be, which is fine. That's going to be great, but I really like this linen. Oh, it's really showing up good now. I love all the modeling in it. That looks great. This I thought would be the perfect, and this section here, how modeled it is, thought this would be the perfect linen for this design, because it pretty much matched the modeling in the fabric on the model. So And I am using all the charted. Let me make sure about that. No, I'm not. This calls for Valdani, and I didn't have any of that, but of course they give you the DMC conversion. So I'm using one Gentle Art dark chocolate, and the remainder of flosses are the DMC conversion. So lots of pretties in there. Let me see here. Let's talk about my black sampler wall. This was a previous finish. This is also one that's in the photo that I share of where my Franklin sampler is hanging. This is Hannah Colby, and I stitched this in 2017. And this came out of a magazine. I can't find my chart. I've kept all those things. Now that I think about it, I think I know right where it is now that I really want it. But it came out of a magazine. I don't remember which one. If I can remember, I will add it in here somewhere. But this is a previous finish, and this is going on the wall with my Franklin sampler. So I have 2 samplers now that are starting my black sampler wall. And as you can see from the photo that I posted earlier, I have room for more. So I'm wanting to add 2 to that. And I liked how I did the Franklin sampler. It was my morning stitch that I would just put a few strands in as I was having my coffee. And it was amazing to me how quickly that whole sampler came together and finished up with just a couple strands a day. There were some days that I just felt like working on it more. And near the end, I went ahead and did focus on it. And like the last day of working on it, I just wanted to get it done. So I kept working on it till I finished it. But so now I'm ready to choose another black sampler chart. And I wanted to go through some of these that I have and maybe ask your opinion, narrow it down to a couple, and you guys can give me your opinions, which one you think I ought to choose. I have Mary Jane Moody, 1826, of Female Worth. I don't know if you can get this one anymore. I think I got this from eBay some time ago. Now this one is charted for a couple of colors here in the M and N, and I believe in her name. It's a couple of different colors in the chart, but I will use all one color. I'm trying to stick to charcoals, variegated blacks, and even dark browns. So there's one option. This one finishes up to be around 6 by 6, which I kind of measured out. I think that'll work nicely below the sconce on the wall underneath the samplers. So there's that one. And then I have Marianne England by Lottie Daw. Another really cute one. And this one will finish up to be about 6 3/8 by 6 7/8. So I also need to count in there for the frame, and I will keep them simple. I'm going to try to get some more frames similar to the one that I have Franklin sampler in. And it was hard to see. It's kind of like a walnut, a dark walnut color. So I need to be careful about that in choosing my frame. This one is pretty much straightforward stitching. It wouldn't take much time at all to do that. But this one, Marianne Moody, she has, let's see, in the border bands, there's specialty stitching in there of the long arm cross and stem stitch. The large alphabet is eyelet stitch, which I like that. And then another band is rice stitch. I've not ever done that stitch, but that'll be something that I knew that I can try. It doesn't look difficult. And then these two little lines down here are queen stitches, and I've never done that, and that looks like that could be fun. So we'll see how that turns out. So if you wouldn't mind, in your comments below, tell me, which one do you think I should start on next? Should I start on Mary Jane Moody? Or should I start on Mary Ann England? Tell me what you think. Okay, we're at 22 minutes. We're hanging in there. All right. So now my big start that I want to work on, May 1st, which is coming up in a few days. I'm so excited. I did get Jane Cowie from the Scarlet House. A couple of ladies at Stitch Group have been working on her. I did see both their starts, and she's just beautiful, gorgeous. So when I saw it in person, I knew I really wanted to do that one. And I got the NPI silks. And now I'm trying to decide on which fabric I want. I've pulled out 3. I pulled out XJU's Morning Coffee. I pulled out Seraphim's Bee's Knees. And I pulled out Color and Cotton's Spiced Honey. Man, the lighting down here is great. These are just really showing up really nice. So these are the 3 linens that I pulled out. And then here are the NPI silks, which I'm really looking forward to using because I've never used NPI silks. See if I can't get this kind of laid out here where you can see it. And I just can't make up my mind which one I want to use. So if you have a preference, you can let me know. I'm thinking this one may be too dark. I don't know about that. This one may be the winner. I don't know. So you can kind of see. I don't know. I don't know. I want to just make a good decision. I'm kind of thinking Bee's Knees is going to be the one that I choose. The ladies at Stitch Group, their fabrics were gorgeous, and I think they're more along the Bee's Knees coloring. And I would wait to go to Stitch Group and kind of compare my fabrics with theirs, but that's not for a couple more weeks, and I don't want to wait. I've waited long enough. So that is my May 1st start. Jane Cowie by the Scarlet House. So looking forward to doing this one. I will be working also through the month of May on my Prize Your Liberty for my Memorial Day memorial stitching. This I'm going to do for my granddads in honor of them. And here's where I am on this. This is 36 count Vintage Country Mocha, and I've not gotten a whole lot more done, but I did get one of my granddad's initials in there. I made a mistake initially on the size of that tree, and so I decided I would make this a memorial sampler for both my granddads who served during World War II. So that's in my plans for May, through the month of May, to have it completed. I will be focusing on getting that one done, and it shouldn't take much longer for me to have that finished. So there you have it. That didn't take long. Sure did take a whole lot more time making all this stuff. But, well, I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you for always being so kind and complimentary for watching, and I will see you next time.